Hello, this is your hillbilly historian coming to you from the hills of East Tennessee to wake you up as to things that are going on in history, give you the truth, the real facts, the honest truth of what's going on in this world today and what has gone on in the past. There's an issue today. You see a lot of fat black women on TikTok and on X, used to be tweet or something to that effect. Tweeter. But anyway, you see a lot of these heavy-set black women holding up signs and talking about how they want reparations. Believe me, folks, this is just another scam to try to put all you people on a guilt trip that these people have suffered from their ancestors having suffered slavery. And that we owe them money for that. They call it reparations, that we owe them money. And that we should pay them large amounts of money. Basically, it's just another one of those scams to rip off the white man, to use racism and racist guilt to try to rip you off. Reparations. Let me tell you about reparations. Every male black in America was given 40 acres and a mule at the end of the American Civil War in 1865. During the Reconstruction period, blacks were given 40 acres and a mule. Now, today, do you see any black anywhere that took that 40 acres and a mule and turned it into a profitable farming venture and benefited himself? No, he probably sold the mule, sold his land, gave up his reparations. 40 acres and a mule. They were all given reparations. And 40 acres and a mule is no cheap thing. Back then, it was a very valuable gift. And they were given these reparations. And you don't see a single black today that turned those reparations into a valuable asset today. Not one single one turned those 40 acres and a mule into a valuable asset today. They wasted it. They were given this wonderful reparation and they wasted every penny of it. Now, on January the 8th, 1964, Lyndon Baines Johnson signed the War on Poverty Act. That was to help blacks and other minorities with their poverty issues, housing, food, and all these food and housing projects have been funded since January the 8th, 1964. More than $22 trillion has been spent on black programs, housing, food, all kinds of things, all kinds of issues just for the blacks, just for the so-called poverty race in America, the blacks. Now, over 22 trillion. Do you know that's more than twice what we've spent on all the wars that America has fought, going back to and including the Revolution? More than twice. Now, those are reparations. Over 22 trillion. And they want more. They're holding up signs. Give us reparations. Pay us because we were slaves back then. You hurt us. You harmed us. Look, we've tried to help you out. You waste, look, $22 trillion, and what have you got to show for it? Do you know that's more than $660,000 for every black that lives in America today? Now, if I was you, I'd be Axton, Jesse Jackson, and these other racist activists. Where's my $660,000? What'd you do with it? Where'd it go? I want that money in my hands. You should be asking them. Al Sharpton, what did he do with your $660,000? I'll tell you what. And old Jesse Jackson, he had a scam going. Remember the old protection rackets they used to have? The mob, you pay us, we won't blow up your store. You give us so much money a month, and we won't blow up your store. Jesse Jackson used to do that. You either give me money or we'll boycott your business. Extortion. He pulled it off. Texaco was the biggest one he hit right off the bat. He got several $1,000,000 out of Texaco, and they used to call it getting Texacode. Jesse Jackson, he'd approach a business. You either pay me money or we'll boycott your business. It was called getting Texacode. So what happened to all that money? Where'd it go? Who got it? What happened to it? Where's it at? Hey, I'll tell you what. You've had enough gifts, handouts, and you're still getting them. We still pay food supplements, all kinds of food supplements, all kinds of housing supplements. We even built housing for you that was even furnished. And a lot of those housing projects had to be torn down because you didn't take care of them. There was one out in St. Louis, huge, beautiful project, and had parks and elevators and everything, furnished apartments and everything. Within 10 or 11 years, they had to tear the whole thing down because you wouldn't take care of it. We give you these things, you waste them. And now you want more. You just want handouts. You're already getting handouts. You're already getting paid. And it comes out of money earned by white business in this country. And and these cries for modern reparations is nothing but another con job, like getting Texacode or wasting your 40 acres and a mule or your over $22 trillion since 1964. You've wasted every damn penny of it. You're not doing yourself any good. You're not doing the country any good. You get all these handouts and you waste them. You don't apply them. You don't grow. You don't turn them into businesses that grow and become successful or anything like that. You just want more handouts, more freebies. And you're going to spend every penny of it and waste it. And you're not going to turn it into anything valuable. Just like them poor old people with 40 acres and a mule. There's not one single business in America today that came from a successful 40 acres and a mule project. It was all wasted. And this over 22 trillion since 1964, all wasted. All that money from Jesse Jackson's extortion, all wasted. It's all gone. There's no big businesses profiting America or profiting our people, our country, our nation from all this money spent. Now, if that 22 trillion had been given to entrepreneurs who knew how to turn it into a profit, oh, this country would be so wealthy today. it would be unbelievable. And we already, despite the fact that we have these hangers-on who are wasting trillions upon trillions of dollars, we're still the wealthiest nation on earth. We still earn enough to be able to pay for these hangers-ons, these do-nothing hangers-ons who waste every penny they get. And it's just sad. It's really sad that they get this much money and don't do anything with it except waste it. But anyway, next time you hear somebody scream reparations, bitch slap them right out of the room. Use what I told you, that how they wasted over 22 trillion and still wasting it. It's still coming in, still going into their pockets. You know, we're feeding them and housing them, but they're doing nothing with that money to make something out of it. It's, you know, and we're bringing in these people like these Somalis up in Minnesota that are ripping us off for billions. And this Stacey Abrams down in Georgia got $2 billion from USA. What'd she do with it? Where'd that money go? She's dressing a lot better than she used to. She's being housed a lot better than she used to. Look at all the money that's donated to Black Lives Matter. Those women stole every penny of it, enriched themselves with these beautiful homes. You know what's going to happen later? All that money's being wasted. It's not being put into growth and economic success. No. But anyway, this is your hillbilly historian giving you a lesson about reparations, and you be sure and ignore these cries for reparations, because baby, we're giving them to them. They're already getting them. They're wasting every penny of it. They just want more to waste. So tell them, no more. You've got enough. You're getting enough. And let it go at that. But this is your hillbilly historian coming from the hills of East Tennessee, hopefully sharing some honesty and truth with everybody.